Hello there.
So today I actually recorded the penultimate episode for season 1 of The Sopranos. And now I am sitting right here on that very same day recording the penultimate episode to season 1 of True Detective. However, with The Sopranos case, I actually recorded the finale back to back as well. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the case for this one as well, because I've never recorded 2 episodes in a row for True Detective season 1, because this show has just made me feel uncomfortable. It's been an uncomfortable watch in the best way possible. It's so well made. It doesn't make you feel good, and that's what this show is intended to do. It's meant to be the worst of humanity, alright? It's meant to get you thinking differently. So yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. And today, we are recording the penultimate episode of True Detective Season 1, which is what has been a fantastic first season. And as you can see right there, I'm doing an upload as well. This one is titled After You've Gone. We're going to waste no more time. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to see what's in store for us as Marty and Rust meet after all these years, the present day in this show. Let's get into it. What a way to establish the scene right there with the jukebox
Like you're doing all right.
playing the record player right there. That was crazy.
Father Time has his way with us all. Say you must have pissed him off.
Went back to Alaska, spent 8 years working fishing boats, bars.
No, I thought you didn't like the cold.
I hate it. And I come back here to Louisiana for the first time in 2010.
Why is that?
For the same reason I'm sitting across the table from you now. A man remembers his debts.
I don't dwell in the past.
A debt is a debt.
Nice.
I'm not interested in whatever it is you think you owe me.
Oh, I don't owe you. We left something undone. We gotta fix it. And I've been working on this for 2 years, myself. Never called you, I never bothered you with it.
Yeah, why would you? Shit, man, what did you alienate every other person in your life, and then finally you came back to me in the rotation?
You know, not for nothing, but if you wouldn't have clipped the dude back then, we might have got the whole fucking story out of him.
You know, I think I'm gonna finish this beer and say so long. I'm not much of a drinker nowadays. In fact, I hadn't had a drop in 3 weeks till I ran into you.
Well, I don't need you to drink, Morty. I need you to help me.
Why would I? They say you can't account for your time. They got eyewitnesses placing you at the Lake Charles crime scene. You got some storage shed that you won't let them look at.
That's right.
Why not? Why not shoot straight with them? You're innocent. Help them stop wasting their time.
Fucking since when did guilt and innocence define a state PD, huh? Come the fuck on. I don't know the sprawl of this thing. Right? The people I'm after, they're all fucking over. They're in a lot of different things. Pieces, family trees. The only way for you to understand what I'm on to here is for me to show you. You gotta come see what I got.
No, you know what? I don't think I've been very clear with you, Russ. If you were drowning, I'd throw you a fucking barbell. Why would I ever help you?
Because you have a debt.
You got some fucking sack. What's that mean? I have a debt, huh?
It's the way shit went down in 95.
Buckle up, buckle
It's
up.
on you too, buddy.
Yeah. Deep down, Marty knows.
What do you got to show me?
It ain't resolved. It's an open case. Watch this shed have like the biggest diagrams ever, connecting all the dots and like the final missing piece. Like he's been collecting all the traps, photographs, everything. Remember Walt's shed in Breaking Bad had all the money? This one's gonna be different. Gonna have various photos. I could be totally wrong, but that's my guess. He could do a regular dude and be holding children in there for all we know. But my guess, it's just photographs and pieces of the puzzle. Turn on the light, man. I'm sick of the suspense.
What you
Yeah,
packing?
yeah, it was.
38.
Hollow Point?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
This has been his workstation for the last 2 years? Or his home
Don't
office?
be too careful. I mean, I'm looking around here and I don't see or hear anything that doesn't make this all conjectural.
1988. Accusations of child molestation at a preschool funded by Tuttle. Name of that school is Shepherd's Flock. It shuts down, reopens 2 years later on Pelican Island under the name Light of the Way Academy, where Rianne Olivier went. And I got an enrollment list, 16 kids in the class. One of them turned out to be a young man who just showed up for solicitation in New Orleans.
Oh, I thought someone was knocking on the garage door right there.
Now, this is 2010.
Only sometimes I didn't feel like I was asleep. I felt like I was still awake, but I must have been asleep because I couldn't move. Just sort of see under my eyelids.
And what?
I don't know. There were men
Did they drug the kids?
taking pictures, sometimes other things. 3 younger men. I don't remember them. Just one. He had bad scars all around his mouth, like the bottom half got all burned up. And you know what? I thought that meant it was a dream too.
Surely they can get a suspect list of men in the region with scars and burned.
I don't understand.
Under
Are
their
you
mouth.
saying that you think that this hypothetical killer was an old school teacher? Or it might, what, involve state PD? God damn, what happened to you, man?
I think we've seen the killer in the show, but we've just missed it like these guys have missed it, if that makes sense. Like, he's been hidden in plain sight, or we've seen him in a scene here and there, because I feel like it's too late to have like a big reveal of someone that looks like the Yellow King. I feel like he's hiding in plain sight, and it's reminding me kind of like the Zodiac film. Remember, I'm not sure the true Zodiac story from memory. I don't think they ever found the killer, but in the film from memory, because I've only seen it once, the Zodiac killer was wearing these specific boots in one killing scene in like near a tree, and then in the end of the film he sees the supposed Zodiac killer in like a hardware store, and he gives him that look, and I think he's wearing the same boots. I can't remember specifically from Zodiac. I need to rewatch that, but it's like the killer was seen earlier in the film, and it ended up being that same individual that we wouldn't think had the capability to have that smarts and wits. But yeah, the Yellow King can kind of be like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and I are on the case in Iraq. A girl comes forward and says she was chased through the woods by a spaghetti monster with green ears. Now, I think that this is our man with the scars on his face. Think about it, we got 3 references. 17 years ago, that old revival church said a tall man with scars came through Kelly Ryder in the hospital. And now this hooker from the quarter, Toby. I don't know who he is, I don't know where he is, I don't know where this whole thing fucking starts, but it ends with him. You know the little township down around Erath? And that's where the Tuttle family is from. Now, it used to be a pirate hideout. Then it turned into plantations and whatnot. Had a very rural sense of Mardi Gras. You know, the men on horses, animal masks and such.
Career du Mardi Gras.
That's right. Now, they had an annual winter festival. All right, heavy on the Saturnalia, a place where that Santeria and Voodoo all mashed together. Have a look. On the winter festival. Blindfold. And
Ah!
mask.
Fuck that mask on the left, man.
I got these from a series of
I'm sorry for
artists
swearing. I don't
did
even like swearing, but like sometimes you just gotta let it out when you see crap like that.
Stick things, as he called them. Look familiar? I think our man had a real good time after the hurricane. I couldn't have called you, and I wouldn't have fucking bothered you if State wouldn't have pulled me in on this Lake Charles case.
Well, if you need help, why don't you just give it to Papa Nia and Gilboa?
No, because they may be pawns in this thing and not even fucking know it.
Come on.
Look, Eddie Tuttle is the goddamn senator of this state. The late Reverend Billy Lee Tuttle is his cousin. I'm telling you, it's a fucking family thing.
It's
That's
the
why
higher
I'm
ups,
talking
man.
about
They
the
control
strong
everything.
party. Eddie Tuttle's the reason that the Lake Charles thing never made the wire.
Look, man, you have some compelling stuff here, and you might have something. But all this, the sprawl, as you call it, which I would call conjecture, this shit about the Tuttles, state PD, do you know how fucking crazy that sounds? It's like you've been alone too long.
Now, sometimes crazy is the right answer.
Told yourself this story and kept drinking until you believed it.
Marty, I had my time where I wondered if this was all in my head. That time passed.
I love the discussion of time this episode in the beginning. I love it.
What happened to Billy Lee Tuttle?
It's something you're gonna have to look at. No other way around it.
You still take your coffee black?
Oh, green tea if you have it. I've been trying to stay away from coffee, you know, a little bit healthier. So, Mace, is she back from Chicago yet?
3 months ago.
3 months. What was it?
AmeriCorps.
Oh,
Teaching.
and Audrey, how's she?
She's fine at the moment. She sometimes decides she doesn't need her meds. I like her boyfriend. He watches out for her. She had an art show in New Orleans. Sold some paintings.
Oh, that's good. That's great. I should buy one. I mean, if I can afford it. Did you tell him?
No. But they think Russ did something.
I know. He didn't.
I didn't think he did.
Maggie with a new man? I think.
You talk to him?
No, not since. Have you?
Yeah, I mean, after they brought me in, yeah.
How is he?
Different, same. I mean, he's lived rough for a long time now.
He always did, it seemed like.
Taking a toll. He needs my help.
Are you gonna help him?
Yes,
Why?
Because I have a debt.
I have to.
Well, what is it? What do the police think he did?
I can't talk about that. It's PI stuff. He's hiring the firm. I'm hiring him.
All this time, you too, and just like that?
I took some convincing.
Now, Billy Lee Tuttle owns 3 houses in Louisiana, one in Shreveport, one in Baton Rouge, one in New Orleans, also one in Florida. I waited till he went on his spring ministry tour, 2010.
Look, Russ, I changed my mind. If you did something, I don't want to hear about it.
I told you about my stint in robbery. Like a pretty ace B&E man.
What did he hustle now from
Now,
the
I
Tuttles?
staked places out for weeks. Check surveillance,
Bro.
map security. I found ingresses.
You got the
Here
Tuttles
I am,
living like that?
My whole life
In
is
castles?
one expanding circular fuck up, and I think it's about to close out with me getting clipped in a home invasion. And what I'm saying is, I was aware that I might have lost my mind. Boarded the Baton Rouge break-in, just the Shreveport house. Found those in the safe there. Paper stocks over 15 years old.
God damn it.
These sound bad if you don't know what you're looking at.
Fuck.
And
So it's like an organized crime family that
Videotape.
used these schools, these ministries to carry out their sick, twisted acts on children and young teens and just girls. It's effed up. Oh, and he's painted the big ass symbol on the back of the garage. Nah, man. I think the static I think the static footage and like the way it's been filmed just makes it look all the more uncomfortable. The way they decide to portray it through the black and white and obscured image, like how it's a bit distorted, because I'm getting chills down my body right now because there's the people in animal masks that they're talking about. Bro, this is bad. This is bad. We need to call John Wick on these fools.
No! Yeah. Jesus.
This show does the perfect amount to plant a seed in your head, and you know, it just plants the seed and it lets it grow within your head. You fill in the blanks as to what's happening right there in that screen. We don't need to see it. We fill in the blanks. We've established what's going on, and we need to. I think this is a book. This series or this season, I think it's based on a book. So it makes me want to go read the book and see how they train. Because obviously, when you read a book, if it's really well described, you paint those images in your head. And it can get to the point where it's absolutely insane depending on how well written it is. And this show is absolutely fantastic at, you know, showing you just enough and even telling you just enough to paint the rest in your mind. Or as it's telling you, you paint those images in your mind, and it's uncomfortable. It's so good. Like right there, all I needed to see was Marty's reaction, similar to when he opened the garage door and saw the kids in Ledoux's hideout. That's all I needed to see.
Yeah. I had to see if any of the men took off their mask. None did.
Oh, fuck.
I won't avert my eyes. Not again.
That's enough evidence right there to take down Tuttle.
Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, you don't know who's a pawn in it. That's the problem.
The little girl's Marie found. No.
It could be covered up like that.
You killed Tuttle. No. I assumed that he was thinking he was gonna be blackmailed.
Oh, he took his own life, yeah?
I think some people
Oh, okay.
took him out after they found out what was taken from the safe before he had a chance to.
What can I do to help?
We started by pulling everything there is on Doorlay.
But this is
I got names.
This is
family
before,
members, Tuttle connections,
or like this is
any
continuing on from their
information that we
first
can get.
meeting in the garage. And he's obviously having the meeting with Maggie after.
We can coordinate out of your offices if you want.
We're just going back as to why he fully committed to it.
You shouldn't have that.
Nobody should have this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maggie. I mean that.
One final stand. Obviously, it seems like there's the Yellow King, the one guy, but from what's been indicated right there, it's not one individual.
It's not gonna be a bunch of people coming in and out of this place, is it?
What do you think, Russ? Practical terms, we're doing an identify and locate. Now, I can't afford to subscribe
It's a sick
to all
family
the
cult.
databases that I used to. But I got AutoTrack XB for motor vehicle records. I got flat rate info for the QI National People Locator. Public records, of course.
All right. Sounds good. How you been? You know, besides work. What do you do?
Sorry, I just,
Taken
I
aback.
don't remember you asking me a personal question before. You know,
Is that a bright
I
spark?
stay busy. Fish, girlfriends.
You seen anybody?
Not really. Some dates. You know, it's all pretty casual. I did have something going for a while, this Filipino girl, but that didn't pan out.
Oh man, he on dating apps, dating
Quiet
websites.
life. I don't stay out late. I go home. You?
Yeah, I'm about the same. No girlfriend. Just go to work and go home.
I think they're at the perfect state in their lives to solve this case now. Like, I feel bad. No, I don't feel bad for Marty. He caused his own family problems by being an idiot. But like, they're at the perfect state in their lives where they don't have anything going on in the background to completely focus and hone in on this case.
But that girl you were
Lots
seeing
of
out
reflection.
too, whatever happened there?
Yeah, that was never gonna last. Never should have started. Yeah.
Yeah, that was your second chance and you blew it.
She had problems.
You always liked him crazy.
Yeah, that I did.
Why'd you quit, Marty? Yeah, you could have been boss, you know. LT, lease, captain.
I did another 4 years after you left, and I guess the job just kind of ran its course with me.
What was that?
I was gonna play baseball, ride bulls. You know, you end up becoming something you never intended. I guess you'd never really even know why.
And he popping open those bees like crazy now.
I could have been a painter, you know, historian. Old scenes, new details.
Yeah. Yeah, you do much painting?
Yeah. A little late in the game to start something like that, I reckon. Life's barely long enough to get good at one thing.
If that long.
Yeah, so be careful what you get good at.
I have, and I've been tinkering around with this thing off and on. True crime. And that's the genre, not the title.
You serious?
Yeah. You know, what happened in 95 and some other old cases, and all I need from you, Bobby.
Oh, this is how I'm gonna get a
is some
favor.
old copies of case files. You still like your sing-em-all, don't you?
McAllen! The McAllen 12! No way!
Business gotten so bad you gotta become a writer?
I just bought that the other
I've
week
always
for my
wanted to do it, I
dad.
just never had the time. And regards to files, I'd like to avoid fucking suck the 2 dicks I spent last Saturday with.
Popping in Gilboa. I hear you. Of course, man, whatever you need.
Appreciate it, Bobby.
No problem.
That was easy.
Missing persons, mostly, maybe far back as the 80s.
Well, anything before '05 that never became part of an official investigation, it isn't going to be in the computers. You're going to have to sort through the files.
We're gonna do some practical searching, man. We go way back. Start searching, Marty. It's gonna be a long list. A long time, sorry, a long time.
Marty, this is Robert Dumaine. He owns a place.
Hey, how's it going? Nice spot.
He's not a cop no more, Robert.
You got something against cops?
Bob had a little boy. Been missing since '85.
Could it be connected?
Sorry.
Pop said they died too quick.
Is there anything you remember that you can tell us about these guys?
Just they were nuts. Looked at you funky. Reggie was always asking about the girls in my school, and a couple times I saw on the wall just said kooky stuff.
Any chance you ever saw a third man with him? A man who had a bunch of scars on the bottom of his face.
Aha! Now that pause indicates
Did you say
something.
that?
Yeah. Thank you.
I remember that face. My pop let him use our deer camp once. Took me with him. I was like 11. They were maybe 10 years older than me. They introduced us. The guy, his face underneath his nose and cheeks, scarred. Gave me funny looks all night. Every time I glanced at him, staring at me.
Yeah, because he's a creep.
Any chance this man with the scars was another Ledoux?
No. I don't know. I don't think so. Next morning, men were too hungover to hunt. Pop and I went home.
You ever see him again? The guy with the scars?
Never again. I'd remember.
Like I don't like this place.
Damn, I haven't liked the entire place this show's taken in. Oh, set in, sorry.
Where'd this woman come from?
Tax records. Drew a paycheck from Tuttle's father. Some kind of domestic.
How'd you find her?
They did
Well,
so
they get
well to
federal
cover this
income
up,
tax
man.
records
They have to
from
go way
40 to
back.
59.
Look.
Match social with credit check run in the late 90s for Section 8 housing in Alexandria.
Good job.
It's True Detective, baby.
High praise from a bartender.
Oh, yeah, a joke. I'm smiling.
See, once she had it done to her, he didn't like him but that one time. Not after that.
With all these kids running around. You remember one that maybe had scars all across the bottom of his face?
I think that was Mr. Sam's grandchild. His daddy did that to him, that poor boy. I think that child was a Childress. What, he was a little boy, a Childress.
From Mr. Sam's other family?
I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
That's okay. Mr. Lord, could you have a look at something for me? One thing. Just have a look, see if you recognize it.
You're gonna make her into a state of panic here.
You know Kakasa?
What is it?
Him who eats time. Him robes.
Oh,
It's a wind of invisible voices.
here come the goosebumps again.
Mineral rights, my ass. What y'all doing?
Rejoice. Death is not the end.
Be a part of it too, man.
Now,
Death is not the end.
you need to leave.
You know Kakasa. You rejoice. Kakasa.
Respect the
Rest of
hustle.
the family, they don't really talk to Auntie. She crazy. Dementia. She never had any kind of good life, but most days she can't even make sense.
Yeah, she sure made sense to me.
That should worry you, mister.
I don't think there's any words to describe how effed up this Tuttle family is.
About what?
That death not being the end of it.
Backtracking on the Marie Fontenot stuff. Got some old sheets. Sheriff signed off on the report made in error, but he didn't take the original complaint on her. Deputy did.
Got Nate.
You ain't gonna believe this shit. Steve Geraci. So I did some double checking. Before CID, he was with Vermilion Parish Sheriffs. Erath was his beat.
If it got covered up, Steve might know something.
All making sense now.
Didn't say a
Or
fucking word when we asked
slowly
about
getting
it,
there.
95.
Slowly getting there.
I never did like that cocksucker. Where is he now?
Well, this is the thing. He's from Iberia originally. After CID, he went home. He's sheriff of Iberia Parish.
Shit.
Yeah. Russ, the only person can arrest a sheriff in this state is the governor.
Well, we ain't looking to arrest him, Marty. Just have a little chat.
He ain't gotta talk with you.
I got a car battery and 2 jumper cables argue different.
You can start with that
You
shit.
recommend, Marty. Well, fuck, why don't you talk to him? You two always liked each other.
I love Russ's little
Well,
notebook.
can I
I've
say
always
I'm a
have.
people person?
We'll start with that then.
Hey, you know, on the phone you were saying something about that Fontenot girl.
Yeah.
Why's that on your radar?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just,
I like how there's like, I haven't paused this much this episode to talk about anything because like, I've just been absorbing all the information, listening intently, and we already know the show's well made. We're 7 episodes deep, and it's already we know it's fantastically well made. It's interesting how him and Maggie, with Marty having 2 conversations this episode with Maggie and this ex-sheriff or sheriff. Maggie said, you know, on the phone you said you wanted to talk about this, and then this guy says the same thing. On the phone you said you wanted to talk about this.
extended family wants to locate.
I didn't remember at the time. Back in '95. I was hitting the bottle a lot back then.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
20 years ago, you know. My recall, girl's mom was single, drug charges. Little girl went to live with her birth daddy, I think. And as if I'm remembering right. Mama didn't make a fuss after the first notice, so she was fine with it.
He's blatantly lying here.
And you talked to the family directly back then?
We all know because the eerie music starts playing.
Sheriff, he knew him.
We know jumper cables and a battery are waiting for this man.
Now watch this.
Childress. That's what the auntie said as well.
You like that? Seized it off a good old boy, had a quarter bag of weed.
Ooh, you gotta love this country.
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you.
Hey, that client you got, asking about the Fontenot girl. You let him know I'd be happy to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, distant relatives, St. Louis, trying to settle a tiny inheritance. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, they want to talk, you let them know.
Yeah. Don't go too fast, Sheriff.
Not me.
Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You got the Maserati. He not making too much eye contact. He driving off quick. Yeah, pull up.
Hey.
Yep. I was about to say. Getting ready. Well, blatantly lying, man. You pick it off. He angry too. Oh, I gotta kick back. There's a torture session about to go on. Aggie, what are you doing here?
Russ, it's good to see you.
Bullshit.
I talked to Marty.
He talked to the cops, too.
Yes, them too. How are you?
What'd Marty tell you?
He wanted to know what the police asked me about. He said he was helping you with something. That's it. How long you been back?
You got a big house.
Maggie's the Yellow King. Look, she's wearing yellow. Detective 101.
Russ, tell me it's something that's not gonna get him hurt.
I can't tell you that. It never sat right with me then. It doesn't now. You asking me to lie to you about him? Get on out of here. You're classing the place up.
Classing the place up. That's a diss if I've ever seen one.
Why'd you quit, Marty? What's the real reason? What happened?
You tell me why you come back, for real.
You first. Why'd you quit?
Well, I saw something. Baby. Tweaker. Tried to dry the kid in a microwave.
Oh.
Saw that, what he done. I thought, never again. I thought I never want to look at anything like that anymore. Your turn. Why'd you come back?
My life's been a circle of violence and degradation, as long as I can remember. I'm ready to tie it off. See you on the boat.
Get them jumper cables ready. Where is this filmed? What location is this? Is this Louisiana in the US?
After the other day, I was thinking, why don't I see Steve and the boys more?
Ain't been out to my camp in a while. The family talked to Sheriff Childress. The girl's aunt and uncle, he knew them.
Mm-hmm. Who are they?
You just know for a fact.
Starting to think this wasn't just a friendly invitation from an old pal.
It's definitely that.
Well, then try this then. I said all I remember about the girl. Let's just have a good time and don't ask again.
You just know Rust is camping out in that boat behind you.
Thing is, Steve, I ain't gonna ask you. He is.
The friendly invitation.
No, I wouldn't if I was you, Steve.
You're out of your jurisdiction, Sheriff.
You realize who I am now, you assholes?
Yeah, I wouldn't be if I didn't.
Money. Don't look at me. I ain't never been able to control him.
But you're done after this.
These marshlands, I think they're a crazy location. Just adds to the whole vibe.
Be right here. We're lost.
We're not lost. We going in the right direction. We heading south.
And that's gonna hit us to 49.
No, we're not looking for the 49. We're looking for the church.
I know we're looking for the church. We ain't got no church. Ain't seen nothing that even resemble no church.
All right, well,
even nobody out here to even ask where anything is.
Let me know.
Are they looking for the same church earlier on in the season?
Hey! Hey!
Yes, sir?
You know there's a little church around here? Pretty old, black minister?
You must mean Son Alive, sir. That place shut down. '05, I think, just after all them hurricanes.
You live around here?
No, sir. I live in St. Martin.
Wait.
Got a parish contract.
This guy's got scarring on his face.
Public schools.
All right, thanks. Hey, you know how to get to 49 from here?
Sure. About a half mile, you'll see a left. PR 1435, take that. About 7 miles of fields, you'll hit 49 before Crowley.
Know your way around, huh?
Oh, yeah, boss. I know the whole coast. My family.
Thanks.
Bro, this guy's got scarring on his face. I didn't get a good close-up of him, but it's because of the lighting behind him and the sunset. It's him. He's got scarring. Yeah, he's got scarring and burns. That's him.
My family's been here.
Long time. Yeah. He knows the whole coast. He was on the tractor before when the little the lawnmower tractor thing. He was on it when Rust visited the school, the deserted school. That was him, right? That was the same guy. Is that the Yellow King, or that's the guy that was wearing the spaghetti mask? And that's the guy with that's him. That's the guy with the scars. Obviously, I'm probably reading too much into it right there, but I love how Russ discussed at the end of the episode about his life being a circle, and he wants to like sort of tie it up and finish it off. And then this guy in the end right here, who's presumably probably the Yellow King, or the guy they're looking for with the scarring and burns under his on his cheeks. He's going around in a pattern of a circle, while doing the lawn. Obviously, it's probably a normal pattern, but like I don't know. I feel like that's intentional right there. Bro, it's so close. He was right there. Come on, one more episode, man. You know what? I'm gonna watch the final episode right after this. I can't. I need the closure. Man. Wow. So is that the Yellow King right there? It could be. It could be the Yellow King. But I don't see that individual right there as being the main individual. But I just feel like he's a descendant or one of these individuals that committed these horrendous acts. Part of this, this whole family cult that's gone down for ages. And he's just one of them. And yeah, I don't know if it's that guy, but yeah, it seems like he's been part of it. And the way he said that quote, my family's known this place, has known these names for a very, very long time. It seems like this devil worshipping cult, whatever they are, has been going on for time and time. Like it's just been covered up for possibly like hundreds of years, possibly. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's been going on for ages. And I just want to slip right in to the finale. So yeah, you'll see me in the same shirt watching the finale right after this reaction. As always, guys, it's been your boy Elie Moses. I hope you're enjoying these reactions. Take care. God bless. Peace.